This video, we're going to be going through the power of AI transactional automation tooling, specifically around quote and sales order automation. So in this first scenario, I've got a new customer. They just signed up with us, a company called Car Wash Supply. We've never gotten a PO from them before. They just sent us their first PO. Instead of keying in all the line items on that PO, I want to just pull that document in, have the system automatically create the order so I can get it over to the ERP and get the product to the customer. So I'm going to come into the Coderis platform. I'm going to start a new order for Car Wash Supply. I'm going to come over to the Items tab, and I'm simply going to select the PO that Car Wash Supply just sent me. So once I select that PO, now the AI tooling behind the scenes is reading the document, parsing the data, extracting the data. It's going to pull in not only line level detail, it's also going to pull in header information, required ship dates, PO number, shipping address, ship method, etc. So here we can see we were able to read the document from Car Wash Supply, their purchase order. It read in the line items. If I wanted to validate that the data was accurate, I could very easily pull up the customer's purchase order here on the right-hand side of the screen. I can then review the data on the PO to the line items, for example. I can come over, I can review the header detail, make sure that's accurate. In this case, I'm actually noticing that there's an email address in the ordered by field on the customer purchase order that didn't get pulled in. So I'm good to go. I can actually manually add that. I can very quickly here release this to the ERP so that they can get it out to the warehouse to pick, pack, and ship. But for next time, I actually want to clean this up. So when that PO comes in from Car Wash Supply, we're reading that email address into the delivery email so we can send the appropriate notifications and that sort of thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to navigate over to our Document Automation Studio. And here I can see I've got my different adapters. I'm going to select Order Adapter. I'm going to choose to create a new adapter. I'm going to call it Car Wash Supply. I'll use the same description. I've got multiple doc types I can select from in terms of doing this cleanup. Of course, this is a PDF document, so I'll leave the file type as PDF, and I'm going to select Create Adapter. So once I create the adapter, I'm now brought into some details. You can see on the left the document, the results on the right. I'm going to browse and select that same customer purchase order. And so now the PO is pulled into the Document Automation Studio. The artificial intelligence tooling is doing its thing to read the data and pull those results over into the right-hand panel. So once that process happens, now I can see the fields that were extracted. I can see the data that was extracted. In this case, again, I'm missing that delivery email 1, which I know is sitting here in this ordered by field. So how do I clean that up? What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and select Configure Adapter. Once I select Configure Adapter, I can scroll on the right-hand side to the data extraction columns, find that delivery email address, and here I can simply edit that. So I'm presented with some options here where I can actually prompt the AI. I can tell the AI where I want to go to find that information on the customer purchase order document. So I'm going to call this delivery email. I'm going to make sure it's mapped to the right field. So it's mapped to that delivery email field. It is a plain text field. And I'm simply going to put add email address next to ordered by field. And I'm going to save that, save my changes, and I'm going to rerun the adapter. So now as I rerun that adapter, the AI is now going to leverage the prompt that I just entered. It's going to look for the information in that particular area of the customer purchase order, and it's going to pull that into the extracted data so that I can add that when I'm processing the order into the ERP. So now we've rerun that, and if I look below, I can see the additional field, delivery email 1 is now mapped, purchasing at carwashsupply.com. So the next time my customer places a PO with me, they're going to send me their PDF. We can auto read that in from their email. We can scan it in. We can certainly upload it like you saw me do in the previous demonstration. But now, in addition to the 99% of the fields that the artificial intelligence tooling picked up the first time, we've added that custom field or that company specific rule that I have where I want the delivery email address from that PDF mapped into a dedicated field. Thanks for your time. We're really excited to continue our development and look for how artificial intelligence can drive efficiencies across your organization.